This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Our question, voluntarily or involuntarily, who swallowed what? And here come those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
On today's question, guys, I want to share a story about what I accidentally drank. I was a bouncer in Ellensburg, had to take the trash out one night as I was throwing the trash out. I opened it up, and the garbage juice poured in my mouth. It was rodeo weekend in Ellensburg, so you can imagine all the liquids at the bottom of that. And from Tom Baker.
Garbage juice poured in my mouth.
Deathly ill with a severe flu about 14 years ago, guys. I was in the spare room, so I didn't get my wife an 18-month-old sick after day 2. I physically couldn't get out of bed anymore. I was so sick, I was in and out of consciousness for about a week. I had a puke bucket next to the bed and was honking up the nastiest S for a week. I was spitting it into a jar next to the bed. It was green, then brown, every other color. It was those loogies that you have to hack like 2 to 3 minutes to get up. Lung oysters. Anyway, about 5 days in, I haven't seen my family except for my wife, who would come in and drop off meds and water to sip. Then I wake up and see my 18-month-old next to the bed. He has a jar of spit loogies and is in full chug mode. I woke up and said, no! He dropped it and shivered like you do when you taste something sour or something. I was like, oh, my God. I mustered all my energy, got up and walked him to the bathroom. I was brushing his mouth with toothpaste and wondering if I should make him puke or whatever. So I gave him a ton of orange juice and water. My wife was like, what are you doing up? I didn't tell her. I got better about 2 days later. Never told her. If you're wondering if he got sick, F yes. He was sick as S for like 4 days. He's 16 now. I told him that story every time he says something is gross.
Oh, God.
Take care, fellas. That from Jay.
That is horrible, Jay.
Moving on to the birthday request. Hola, Bachellas. I want to send a happy 22nd birthday to Phoenix Jackson. She's a total badass, hardworking chick and a brilliant artist. Could she get the fish sandwich medley, please? Thanks, guys. That from Big Fan Dave.
Can I get
A fillet of fish sandwich.
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll wear a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Oh, yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Fellas, it's my husband Brandon's 30th birthday today. He's listened to your show since it came on the air. How about wedding puke, a suck-it-up cupcake, and Coach Ted's advice on being in your 30s? Thanks, guys. Love the show.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
All right, 30th birthday. You're in the 30s. Well, just worry about 5 years from now. Because the first 5 years are just going to feel like your 20s. And after that, buckle up, son. I don't know what to tell you. Your shoulder hurts. You slept on it wrong. Sometimes you go out to the barn. Things happen. Maybe you puke. Maybe you just can't handle your booze anymore. I don't know. Eat some chicken wings. You'll be all right.
Hello, guys. Having a big birthday shout out to my buddy Alex, pronounced Lexi, for his dirty 30. Last year has been a little rough on him. So how about the dirty Germans letting him know that this year is going to be different? That from TJ and the boys.
Oh, no. This year's going to be especially rough. In the bedroom.
Yeah, so I heard you might get arrested. Or at least end up in cuffs. It's a bedroom. Forgot that part. Yeah, and the last year was hard on lots of people.
Yes.
Shake it off.
Gentlemen, today's my 31st
That's what he
birthday.
says after sex.
Yeah, do you want a towel?
Gentlemen, today's my 31st. All I planned was not to work and day drink, so if I could get some shotgun blast from Thrill and an andro penis, that would be great. Thanks, guys. Love the show. Keep on rocking. That from Cody. Get.
Andro penis.
Gentlemen, I want to give myself a birthday shout out. 33 years. How about a happy Chinooka? And the Dirty Germans talking about camping in the great Washington outdoors. Thank you and happy hump day. That from Scott.
Happy Chinooka.
Yeah, I did not know that you referred to your butt as the Great Washington Outdoors. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be so romantic, too, next to a river, any of that stuff, and you could play hide some mushroom. Takes that any way you want it.
Yeah. All the bitches today, I turned 34. It's brutal, but hey, what can you do? Thanks for the laughs. Could I get a Leroy Jenkins and you guys talking all over each other about what you'd do if you were kings for a day? Thanks, guys. That from your unfriendly neighborhood troll.
Let's do this. Leroy!
That's king for a day.
This is quite gay. I would do lots of drugs and have lots of sex.
Crazy.
I mean, it's just that basic.
No one has
drugs.
I'd wear the crown.
I'm not getting arrested.
Flying private jet.
So I'm
Drink a
taking
lot of
away
champagne.
Have more sex.
Great South Carolina.
And
That's
I'd
it,
probably
man.
eat more, go to
Drugs
sleep. Have more sex.
But that's a tough question.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, not really. I'm going to eat chicken wings. I'm going to drink. Probably have some sex. If I
Did you
can't,
say
do some
10?
drugs. No, eat some chicken wings.
Oh, I thought you said 10 wings. That's like, damn, you're the king.
So I'm going to do drugs and have sex.
Guys, I want to wish a happy 35th to my wonderful husband and father to my daughter, Andy Mack. It's definitely not a birthday unless he gets a shout out from the men's room. So if you could have the Dirty Germans give him a shout out, maybe talk about how a 35-year-old man is excited about WrestleMania. Thank you so much. That from Kayla.
Yeah, Kayla, it's easy to understand why he's so excited about this WrestleMania. It is men in spandex and leotards rubbed down with oil. And you thought he meant the Wrestling Federation. We mean later tonight.
Yeah. I think it's funny that she's trying to make a joke about how a 35-year-old man could be excited for WrestleMania. When's the joke is, you think Andy's a man.
Oh, jeez. All the bitches Yeti here, since Nona right in for my 37th birthday. Can I get the Dirty Germans talking about excavating dirt? Since I'm the proud owner of Yeti's Excavating Service in Quilcene, Washington. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, in Germany, we simply call that sodomy.
Yeah, excavating the dirt with the Yeti. I like it. I call mine Bumble.
Bumble the excavator?
See, I was trying to make jokes.
Yeah, that's a sexy name for penis. Meet Bumble the excavator.
Does he wear a yellow hat? Or an orange vest?
Yeah, he just can't he can't swim.
Ah, gotcha. Good afternoon, gentlemen. If it's not too late, I want to wish myself, Zach, a happy 38th. The big old ball there. My friends suck. Anyway, I'd like a turtle wax with a Wendy Williams thing in the middle. Thank you, and go Team Cornhole. 5th Scale Dirt Oval Racing Team. What up, Bicholas? Like to send a birthday shout out to a great friend, Mindy. Can we give her a happy Chinooka, an andro penis, and the Dirty Germans talking about driving big RVs? Thanks, bitches. That from Jason.
Happy Chinooka.
Andro penis.
Oh, my God, I'm sorry.
Andro penis.
Yeah, you want to drive these big RVs. My penis is known as a Gulfstream.
Yeah, it's a costume.
Yeah, that's all I can think of on the fly.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's an RV. It's just a trailer.
Then maybe that should be the name for my testicles.
Yeah. So, the funny thing about RVs is they're called recreational vehicles. The wreck part is what I do.
Oh, no.
You're going to be the vehicle.
The wreck and recreation.
You're going to find out that I have 3 slides.
Bitches, want to wish my amazing wife, Melissa, pronounced Sweetie, a very happy birthday. Amazing mom, incredible wife, and the biggest supporter and best friend I could have. So how about a fish sandwich, some turtle wax, and the Dirty Germans talking about our favorite hobby, which is bowling. That from your loving husband, Buddy the Elf.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
That's fun.
Yeah, of course she likes bowling. It's a euphemism. She likes to handle balls and do it in the gutter.
Yeah, so bowling's a lot like my personal life. It's just been on some people's fingers and just spray it.
Guys, and a happy 58th birthday to the best mother-in-law, Maria Otero. Please have the dirty Germans have fun with her. And a Wendy Williams fart. Thanks, Majola. Is that from our buddy Juan?
Yeah, it's funny. You know her as a mother-in-law. We like to call her the mother we're in.
Yeah. So I wonder what you've been doing that you have to send his birthday wish for his mother-in-law. Sounds like a lot of size there.
I also do have one more birthday. It is actually my little sister's birthday today. So.
Oh, you forgot your dad. But
you don't care about
I remember Dad just a second too late, but I remember her.
Dad.
I'm going to give her this one.
Happy Chanukah.
There you go.
Okay. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ja, the Dirty German is brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Couple extra emails. Thank you, Robin. Let's see here. Subject is we're talking Sloppy Joes. This says, up your Sloppy Joe game. And I was telling
it almost sounded like an insult. Up your Sloppy Joe.
Are you a manwich guy, Ted? Like the can? Or do you do manwich? That's my...
I've never had manwich.
You've never had manwich?
I did once.
How do you make sloppy joes without manwich?
That changes the game on a Sloppy Joe. You don't want that.
I never used manwich. We never got manwich, man.
Really?
My family, we had manwich.
We had monies.
You're right. You felt rich, and you let people know.
Because you got manwich.
Yeah.
Right.
We're damn manwich.
We had tuna helper.
Yeah, we had that too on Fridays.
Yeah. Up your Sloppy Joe game is the subject. Instead of a hamburger bone, toast some Pepperidge Farm garlic toast.
Right.
That's the kind that's sliced. You've seen it with the toast and the...
Like they're Texas toast?
They're Texas toast, but they're sliced and they're garlic slices.
All right.
They're right beside the garlic loaf. I know this because I've debated it.
Okay.
Spoon the Sloppy Joe over the top. It's a game changer. So kind of like an open face sandwich, or like kind of.
Yeah, but I like my Sloppy Joe open and closed.
All right. Well, this would be like S on a shingle version of Sloppy Joe, but just on top of a piece of garlic toast.
What if I make a sandwich out of the garlic toast?
There's another great idea.
What if I took the whole garlic loaf and made one giant sandwich?
made a 12-inch.
A 12-inch manwich.
Subject
I'm not going to be in tomorrow.
I got a $5 bet riding on this one, by the way, Ted. Tim's and Cheeses. Ola Bacholas.
All right.
Catching up on the podcast from Monday where Tim's and cheese were brought up. Tim's is in the name, Tim. Are there any famous Tim's out there? We're also talking cheese, right?
Yeah.
The best Tim that did not get mentioned is an Australian comedian musician called Tim Minchin. He's not your usual hack and a guitar who writes cheesy songs. Steve, do you remember us interviewing one Tim Minchin back in the day?
Jesus Christ, no.
See, that's the $5 right
Oh,
there. I knew it.
Who'd you bet?
I knew he wouldn't know.
When did we? I'm like, his name sounds
I just
familiar.
know if anybody.
Now I know why.
Yeah, we interviewed him. He was,
when?
This has to be about 9 years ago. I know Ben interviewed.
We were in Seattle.
Ben booked it, and Ben was telling us who the hell he was.
Yeah.
So we really didn't know, but he was hip to him. But he sold out like the Paramount when he came into town.
It was massive.
It was huge.
He sounds great.
Yeah,
I hope to meet him.
He was a really funny
guy.
guy. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
I think you met him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember.
You don't remember it?
I do not.
I know.
Not at all.
I knew you would. I just wanted.
I'm really bad with interviews.
I know, but thank you, Sean in England. Yes, we do know who Tim Minchin is, and we have interviewed.
Did we? Yeah, people are real fired up. Apparently, we missed a bunch of Tims.
I know. We've been getting the Tim hate. Listen, man, we did the best we could on the fly.
Yeah,
we left a few off your Tim list.
Yeah. Recipe grab. By the way, real quick, you're going to get your buddy James's recipe, get his wife drunk, see if you can work it that way, so you can make his world famous hamburgers. That was
correct.
The idea. Says, fellas, on the recipe for James's burgers, smart plan, Ted, to get his wife liquored up. In 2000, I was in the military with a guy who always fed us single guys with amazing ribs, but he would never let us know until they were completely ready. Well, 5 years later, I get an email from his now ex-wife with his entire cookbook recipes. Now I know the secret of his delicious ribs. Stay cool, guys, and thank you for all your support of the Fisher House and all things men's room. That from Rudy and Yakima. Miles, in reference to unable to mix orange juice with vodka or a classic screwdriver, he shouldn't mix vodka with something to settle the stomach, like milk of magnesia.
Oh, wow.
Or as it's commonly called, a Phillips screwdriver. And one more.
Hey,
subject
I
is,
like that.
I do.
Cinnamon sugar toast. Has Mike tried the cinnamon and sugar on toast yet? Abby wants to know.
I have indeed.
You have? How come you didn't report anything back?
Well,
That's the first thing I asked him on Monday.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, how are you? Hey, man, do you have the cinnamon toast?
Does this mean you did not like it?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I've had it at least 3 more times.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had 2 slices this morning.
Correct.
I was like, is it still a breakfast item?
Yes, it is.
Oh, because that could turn into a snack item
Were you
at
amazed?
night.
It's an anytime item, Mike. It's one of the most versatile treats you can have.
buttered
for
the
yourself.
toast first, right?
Correct.
And then you put the cinnamon and the sugar on
Correct.
top. Was your mind blown?
It was absolutely blown. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, only bigger. Without the milk on it.
Now you get the concept.
That's what
of the
Cinnamon
syrup.
Toast Crunch was trying to replicate.
Right.
Yeah, that's
it's
the whole
that.
idea.
I'm filling my mouth with teeny tiny cinnamon toast.
Coming up, we will drink a toast with a shot of the day, but first.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks last?
Yay! Time for Who Sucks Last. Steve Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. It is up to us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you like KISW on Facebook, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, and we're calling this episode just sex and money. Right? 2 motivating factors 99% of the time for somebody to do something crazy. Let us begin in Japan, where a very famous model there by the name of Kato Sari. I'll let you pretend you don't know who she is in case your wife's there. She recently finalized her divorce from her husband after getting separated from him just a week into their marriage. Why? It was due to her uncontrolled money spending habits. The 29-year-old model has always been known for her luxurious lifestyle and love of expensive fashion brands, but her husband, he never imagined that her spending habits would end up putting his businesses at risk. Her husband is an unnamed real estate businessman. They started dating back in May of 2019. 3.5 months later, they decided to tie the knot. But in that 3.5 months, she'd already managed to spend $9.1 million.
Oh, my God.
$9.1 million of his money. But still, the man went through with the wedding. But after the first week of marriage, he told her, hey, man, you got to start to slow down your spending. That did not sit well, so she asked for a divorce. She was very upset, calling her husband a fraud for making her think that she could spend as much money as she wanted before the wedding, only to turn into a, quote, cheapskate after they signed the papers.
She turned into a cheesesteak.
At this point, she says, quote, what's the point of marrying him? He cheated me just to sign the papers. And she went on to say that she has no interest in poor men who couldn't keep up with their spending habits. So that's her. That's her situation. Now we come right back here to the lovely United States, where a drunk mother got kicked out of a nightclub. She then attacked her boyfriend with a hairdryer because he wouldn't have sex with her. Adriana Sierra, she bludgeoned her boyfriend in the early hours this past Sunday after climbing on top of him and demanding sex, only to be told no. She said to have gone clubbing earlier with a partner while her partner stayed at home to watch the kids. She came home in what they call a drunken rage because she got kicked out. The partner said the noise she was making woke up the kids. That's when she picked up the hairdryer by the cord, swung it around and hit him several times. Now, the man who's not named said he then she picked up her daughter and ran to a neighbor's house. Then she called the cops and told the cops that he had assaulted her. In the end, she found it fessing up, and she basically admitted it when she said, let me get back around him, and I'll beat his ass again. Anyway, she's currently in jail. And now we go to New York City, where 2 mortuary technicians from the New York City Medical Examiner's Office, they stole debit and credit cards from dead bodies and then used them to spend thousands of dollars on personal items, all right? So the first guy, Willie Garcon, he's accused of using debit cards on multiple dead people to buy $6,500 worth of items, including plane tickets to Florida, an air conditioning unit for his wife's home in Boca. Records reveal that he was charged in a New Jersey court for the same crime last year. The other guy, his co-worker, Charles McFadden, he used 5 dead people's credit cards to buy over $13,000 worth of stuff, mostly from CVS stores. And he also admitted to using 3 credit cards stolen from living people. But he said mostly he'd buy things like stamps and food from McDonald's. That's where he spent over $13,000. Anyway, both of these guys, yeah, they're locked up right now. So we have the Japanese model. She married a guy, but after a week of marriage, she wants a divorce because he said, you just spent $9 million in 3 months. Can you slow down? She's not down with that. We have the drunken mother who beat the living piss out of her boyfriend because she came home drunk. He didn't want to have sex. And then finally, the 2 morgue workers stealing the credit cards of dead people.
I would say the drunk woman who got kicked out of the club. Then obviously, she was not in a good place there to get kicked out of a club.
Yeah, a club.
Okay.
Right.
Then you go home and you beat your boyfriend. I think she's...
But she snatched the kid. Yeah. Which is their kid, and ran to the neighbors and called the cops on him.
Yeah, exactly. I think she's the worst.
Think she's the worst?
I think she is the absolute worst. Now, as far as the technicians, the mortuary technicians, they are in jail. Now, I don't know what the situation is if you steal someone's credit or their identity, and then, you're dead. So ultimately, if the family has to pick up the slack on that, that's very problematic.
Sure.
However, if the credit cards expunge those purchases and just say, look, it's a wash, we can't get money from a dead person.
Mm-hmm.
But these two have been apprehended, and they are both now in jail.
Yeah.
That might not be the worst thing in the world. But I will say this. The Japanese model and her husband, he knew exactly what he was getting into.
I think he
told her
almost knew exactly.
that he had money, you can spend it. I don't think he knew the extent of that.
Right.
But even with that knowledge, he still went through with the marriage anyway.
True.
So based on that, I'm going to say that relationship sucks the least between the three stories.
Yeah, I mean, people stealing off dead people, that's pretty bad.
It is.
Especially because you turn over the dead body to the mortician, you think they're going to take care of it. Now,
you do.
Why would you send the wallet, though? You know
I was going to say, do you generally, or is it just you send, I don't know, I've never had to do that, thankfully, yet.
But I mean, are these guys...
Do they just get it from the morgue and their clothes on them?
I mean, but I think, like, if you die in your home and your wallet is in your pocket, I don't know this to be true.
Okay.
I think you call someone to pick you up. So it's not like you say, oh, don't forget his wallet. But I think, like, if I drop dead somewhere and they pick me up.
Yeah, if my wallet's in there.
Sure.
Okay, that makes sense. And probably they have a lot of nice watches and other items.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of crap.
There's a lot more than just that.
Yes, I mean, that one sucks. The drunk lady who got kicked out of the club, like, domestic violence isn't okay.
No.
And don't make it worse by lying about what someone else did.
Mm-hmm. And trying to get him in trouble, and trying to get him so he can't spend time with his kid. Et cetera,
and that Japanese models, that's bad, but in this case, I mean, that's the game.
Yep.
So she probably sucks the least, but she's a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree.
If you follow KISW on Twitter, the debate continues on who sucks less. All right, coming up, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. An Odyssey station. Yeah. You're in the men's room.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day, and we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check on Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a new study found that humans could evolve to become venomous one day if the conditions are right.
All right. What conditions do we need?
The condition to where we need to be venomous would be my guess.
I'm trying to think what has happened in our world, right? We're dealing with COVID, climate change. But like, what point, like, hey, man, I am now venomous.
Venom through the fang or through the stinger. We don't have a fang. We have a fang, but we don't.
You can spit venom.
It says
you can spit venom.
It says apparently our salivary glands have the potential to eventually evolve to become toxic.
All right.
So my guess is yes, we would still.
If you accidentally spit on someone and you have COVID, I mean, that's
right. I don't know.
I like this. That's cool.
We're kind of like the loosest definition of injecting. We're more injecting by accident, more like. No, that's
like a pregnancy.
That's an incorrect reference. I was about to say. No. It would just be our saliva on our teeth that we would bite on people. It's not like we are like shooting.
No, that's good enough. I'm venomous.
We would just have toxic saliva that we would be biting animals or aliens or whatever it happened to be.
I'm down.
That we would need to inject.
Maybe I would love to be venomous.
Maybe one day when the world destroys itself, we go feral again. We'll have to start poisoning animals to kill or venomizing animals to kill them.
That'd be the damnedest thing.
Yeah, man.
Chimpanzees would be like, don't mess with humans. No, they're venomous now. I don't know what happened.
They have enough toxins in one bite to kill 60 deer. Officers in China made a big bust, the biggest bust of a video game cheating ring. They were hacking into games and selling subscriptions to people to help them cheat, and ended up making $76 million in those subscriptions.
Whoa! Damn!
Yeah.
Wow!
So it was like Call of Duty Mobile or something like that they were figuring out how to cheat.
I don't care what they did. It's the number.
Yeah.
Right. 76 million. I mean, if you robbed a bank, you couldn't get 76 million.
You're not making that much.
No.
Holy cow.
That's just the slow game, man.
That is a lot of money.
That's just people sitting there in an office somewhere selling these subscriptions, and people will probably come in and out of them.
Obviously, they did this for a while.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, that's like a day's sale.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so...
Exactly.
There's a ton of money in online gaming.
There is.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately,
And I spend the most of it.
Would you get a new sword?
It's always that. Hey,
the skins.
The skins.
Yeah.
They need new skins.
They do.
It's always about the goddamn skins. And a new season, they have more skins.
They hit them with the shiny object, man. You see it all over the place. You know, I'd be playing games and you see somebody walk by and they're just decked out. It's like, you spent $50 on all that, didn't you?
What's amazing, though, I will say this, at least with my son, because he loves all this crap, right? He's all about it. But at least he's the kind of kid to go like, look, man, if this is how much it costs, this is what you need to do.
Right.
And suddenly he's like Daniel's son from Karate Kid, like painting the fence, waxing the car.
All right.
He has no problem doing it. So I'm like, you know, if you're going to earn it, cool.
Oh, yeah. If the catch is in his hand, he's free to do what he wants to it. No,
not exactly. But if he's willing to earn it.
To a degree. A new study out of Germany found that being quote-unquote playful with your partner will lead to a happier, longer relationship.
You mean if you're happy together and you have fun, you're going to have a better relationship?
It will also give you help you have a better sex life.
Think about when you're friends, you know, like you get along and you play together and you play well together, and there's that one person that maybe you don't get along so well with, and they're not really your closest friend.
Right. They don't quite click just right.
Yeah, so if you argue all the time with a friend, then you probably shouldn't be married with them. You know, pretty basic stuff there.
We all have that friend that'll come over on a Friday night and they're a good bunch of fun and you love hanging out with them. But then there's that friend that you can really only go out with to a bar for about 2 hours, and that's about it for the week. We're good.
But you don't say, you know what I want? I want you to live with me for the rest of our lives.
That's right.
Like, that's not the friend. If your other buddy said, I'm down on hard times, you go, you know what, man? Crash on the couch.
Want to get some paperwork involved and take half my stuff a little ways down the road?
Right. Because
I could use some insurance.
That's right.
Life insurance.
A woman right here in Washington State lost her 19-pound cat for nearly a month and ended up finding it in a neighbor's chimney.
Yeah, the house was vacant. So no one was living there, right?
Gotcha.
So the cat either got into the house or was trying to get into the house from the chimney. The damnedest thing about this cat was it's a big-ass cat, right? It's like a Maine Coon type cat, right?
Yeah.
So the cat was stuck in the chimney for 30 days.
28 days, yeah.
Think about this, right? So obviously the cat is severely dehydrated.
Oh, yeah. Emaciated.
The cat had lost 7 pounds.
No kidding.
By the time that they took it to the vet.
Damn.
7 pounds. So almost basically think 40% of your body weight is
right.
Gone. You know what I mean? It's like, that's substantial. It's amazing. And just, I was amazed. No water, no food for a month.
Right.
Stuck in a chimney. That damn thing lived.
It did.
That is amazing.
And that's the story of Santa Cat.
Right, exactly. Wow.
That's why he turned it over to the dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably enjoyed the first few days.
Well, you
to
could
find
never
some solace or do yourself.
How many birds you think landed on top? We remember you, bitch.
You could never win a fight with a cat. You're like, look, man, I'm not going to feed you for 28 days. Not a drop of water. Damn thing will still live.
Still there. Staring at you.
Exactly.
Google Maps has a new feature that you can use to guide you through indoor places like airports and malls.
Or you can just read the signage they have everywhere.
Hey, instead of looking up, here, look down, look up.
Right.
How about that? Instead of looking at your phone.
That's what I hate about SeaTac Airport. When you go there, like, where's gate N? They're like, good luck. We took down all the letters.
Did they really?
No.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn it.
It's an airport. I mean, they try to make it simple for you.
Although
where's baggage
I will say this.
I could use one at IKEA.
Yeah. Well, you can't
follow.
It doesn't matter.
The arrows.
I tried.
You got to go where they tell you.
They're on the floor,
no,
Ted.
wait, I will say this.
IKEA literally puts arrows on the floor, man.
When I go,
I got stuck.
When I used to have to go to a mall with my kids, right? I would look and see where I was in the mall, and then figure out where the bar was. So I would go to the guide. Right?
Right, the little directory right there.
Sure, and I ended up at the Northgate Mall, the Red Robin.
Here.
Right, I knew where to go. I just head south.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend that was going to go fly for the first time, and they said, I don't know, it's been my first time flying, I don't know what to do. I said, look up.
Right.
It's literally all you have to do is look into the sky. If not, look for somebody with a badge on. They'll help you out.
Anybody help? It's an airport, man. It's
Right.
labeled every goddamn
You're good.
way.
42% of people plan to throw the, quote, biggest party of their lives when the pandemic is officially over.
Here's the problem. If that many people do it, then really it minimizes the party of the life. Like Mike's going to throw the party of his life, but I'm throwing the party of life. We invite each other to each other's party. Now we've had 2 parties of our lives, say, in 3 days.
That's not even competition.
Ted, by the time you say it, it's like, bro, I'm tuckered out.
Yeah, my thing is this. I would rather go to your party than be the host of my own party.
Yes.
So can I just go home without having to clean up and all that stuff? Like, do I really need to be the host? Mm-hmm. I'll just go.
That's good thinking.
Yeah. You're going to want to go to my party, Miles. We're going to have, cinnamon toast.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner. It's not that it's not bad at your house all the time. It's just very good. But when you go to someone else's house and you just go home, the only thing you don't get really is as many leftovers you like.
Crank up the Rod Stewart.
Right, exactly. Tonight's the night.
A man rappelled down a 6-story building to steal Pokemon cards.
Come on, man.
Wow. He did make out with like $9,300 in cards, which they even said that he didn't get like the big uber rare ones that everybody's going to want. He still made decent bank off of
But
them.
even $9,300, I don't know, in my mind, if it's to repel. Like,
No.
if I got to kick down your door and grab it, I'm in. But if you say, look, you got to repel 6 stories down a building and get $9,300. No.
However, I have read like 2 or 3 articles that very wealthy people are getting bored during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. There's a handful of things that they're doing, and one of those is just like collecting things, like baseball cards, gaming cards, and all that stuff. Spending millions of dollars, watches, all that crap. And so I understand that apparently the value of cards has gone up exponentially, especially in the magic world, the baseball world.
Sure.
Like this is the time to strike if you're going to make money because you're sitting on a bunch of cards.
Would you repel down a 6-story building?
No. I just know we had the story about like even the toys are going up. Like the 2 people who went into like whatever it was, a McDonald's, and just wanted all the the toys from the Happy Meal.
Right.
Because now they're valuable.
I'd be nervous even if
what
I
do
had...
they do? Do they walk into McDonald's and say, excuse me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they held them up.
Oh, they stole them.
For 2 Happy Meals.
Yeah.
Just to get the toy.
If I'm not mistaken, I also read another story where similar story, guy was going in there and he was like asking him specifically, telling him put all the toys in this bag, and it was a big deal about it because they just kind of randomized.
They didn't want any money from the register. They just wanted the toys.
Right.
I mean, what in the goddamn hell is wrong with people?
Maybe they're just they don't have money.
Still the register.
There's a value.
That's what I'm saying.
In secondary market.
The money is in the register. And then where do you fence these McDonald's Happy Meal toys? I guess it's online. I
gotta hold on to them for a while. Let bring the collection around.
If you need money, then you need money. I'm just saying, if I need money, I'm going after the register. If I need a collection, I'll steal your Happy Meal toy. But I can't imagine saying, dude, we are so broke. Let's go rob McDonald's, and steal the toys.
Right there with you.
Someone looked at Google Trends to find the #1 cocktail each state has been Googling during the pandemic. And lucky for you guys, I have the entire map right here.
All right. There were some weird ones.
Yes, there was.
We had mudslides.
Here in Washington State?
Oh, no. But in a few states. I want to say mudslides or like grasshoppers.
What's wrong with mudslides, man?
It just seems like a exotic. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work at home.
What's in a mudslide?
It's like vodka,
and you know what?
Bale. I don't know. It's this kind of chocolatey, delicious thing that even if someone were like 18, they're underage. You're like, here, have a sip of this.
That makes sense because they don't know how to make them, so they're probably looking to figure out how to replicate them now. Like
the exotic mudslide.
Okay, how about like a White Russian? Is that on there?
White Russians are on there.
Which is very basic. But
so White Russians comes in at number 3. 3 states we're searching for the White Russian the most. What do you guys think is searching for the White Russian?
They were big growing up where I live.
I'll say like Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, that general area.
Ted, any guesses? White Russians?
I'll say Maryland, because that's where I drank them.
Mm-hmm. Miles, you hit it. West Virginia is one of them. Minnesota is number 2. And number 3 is the state that's probably closest to Russia.
Alaska.
A lot of people get into initial drinks to get them to kind of like alcohol.
Right.
And I had a few, but the White Russian, the first time I ever had that, I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is a milkshake with alcohol.
Mine was Kahlua and cream.
I have never had a White Russian.
Oh
White
my
Russian's
God.
Just Kahlua, cream, and vodka, right?
You never had a White Russian?
Never had a White Russian.
Holy Toledo. We're going to have to do that.
We're going to fly you to Russia.
Yeah, I mean, now that we got into the cinnamon
Even I have.
toast.
White Russians are delicious.
Yeah,
you guys are expanding my palate here.
Just
cinnamon sugar toast and a White Russian.
You really can't drink more than one. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like it's very filling.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's a one-shot deal.
He's eating sugar cubes. He can put down a couple White Russians. Fair enough. Hey, Mike, don't worry. I can too.
So mimosas come in there at number 1 for people brunching at home.
Orange juice and champagne.
Correct. It is absolutely simple and easy.
That's like Googling Jack and Coke.
People want want to do it right, man. So they want to make sure that they're doing it exactly right. What kind of champagne do they need? What kind of oranges should I get? Do I need
I don't know what you make.
Okay. I mean, will Sunny D work in a mimosa? No, it won't. That's why I got to Google it.
I mean, do you like pulp in your orange juice? Do you not?
Yeah, that's just all personal flavor. Sorry, that one just annoys me.
It's all right. So who do you guys think? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states that are Googling a mimosa. A mimosa. What do you guys think?
I would say like somewhere just dumb like Iowa.
I'll say Sunny. I'll say Florida, Arizona.
I'll go the other way, Miles. People
North
in Sunny
Dakota.
Arizona know what they're doing. North Dakota. Okay, here we go. These are the states that are Googling mimosas the most. Colorado, Georgia, Illinois, Ted, your home state of Maryland, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
Yeah, also, just Googling mimosa doesn't mean you necessarily want to learn how to make one.
You're only defending this because Maryland got brought up.
I'm only defending it because I have Googled mimosa looking for a bottomless mimosa brunch.
Thank you, yeah. I have Googled mimosas as well, trying to find where in my neighborhood sells a mimosa that I can go get.
Let's see, which of these bars are
I probably
serving
want to put to-go mimosas.
Any of these breakfast places have mimosas. Number 2, pina coladas. They got 3 states looking for pina coladas.
Florida, Texas, and Alabama.
Ted, bartender, what are the ingredients? Rum, and is it coconut juice?
I'm not positive with pina colada.
There's got to be some pineapple juice in there, isn't it?
Maybe it is pineapple
That's the
juice.
pina?
I never worked at a bar that would blend anything for you.
Gotcha.
I only like getting caught in the rain, so I don't know.
Let's see. It's got to be the same thing, right? I'll say like Minnesota.
Minnesota. You guys were close. I thrill you actually nailed it for one of them. Florida. New Jersey is looking for the pina colada.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Why, though?
It's like the tropics in here now.
I'm going to do something fancy because Tina's coming over and just,
I got to
Get some pina coladas.
Ted, or Mike, we need to just take you to New Jersey, right? Just for 2 days.
This would be a fascinating.
All of this
people
would
watching.
make sense.
Yeah. And not only that, but you would eat your face off and love it.
Yes, you would.
And then New Mexico is the last one. You were close with Texas.
Okay.
But it's New
All
Mexico. Let's see here. Mojitos. 3 states. We're looking for the mojitos.
Washington, Oregon, and California.
Yeah, I'd be my guess.
Okay. Ted, anything kind of sticking along that line too?
Virginia, Tennessee, Wyoming.
Okay, you guys nailed 2 of them. Washington and Virginia both look for the mojito. Arkansas being the third.
Oh, they're muddlers.
Mojito.
Got to muddle it right.
Hey, I made a mojito.
One of my favorites that got me into drinking, the margarita.
That's what you started with.
I love margaritas, man. I still do to this day.
Frozen or with ice?
Honestly, either way.
Okay.
I prefer
Just give 'em one.
I prefer it blended, but I'll take it on the rocks too.
Have you ever had a strawberry margarita?
Oh, all the time. Love
Mike
it.
and I once drank massive strawberry.
Hell yes.
Daiquiris or margaritas?
Margaritas.
It's like a daiquiri, but with tequila instead of rum. Mm-hmm. All right, who do you guys think is Googling margaritas?
Probably north places that don't traditionally make them. North Dakota, Montana, maybe Idaho.
You got Missouri being one.
All right.
Miles, you were close. New Hampshire.
All right.
And then the great old state of Texas.
Really?
That makes a lot of sense.
You know they make a goddamn margarita in Texas?
Right.
It's like saying, I ain't ever ate Mexican food before. Right. How the hell have you never had a margarita and not make one?
What's taco?
Yeah. You should be asking me salt or lime.
Number 6, looking at wine coolers. Also made the list with 3 states.
What?
Wine coolers.
Right, they're just Googling. They're not necessarily looking how to make it.
Right. Okay.
South Carolina, Mississippi.
I'll say Ohio.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Big college
Kentucky,
town.
maybe?
Massachusetts.
You nailed it, Miles. You got Kentucky as 1. Kansas is number 2.
All right.
And Pennsylvania for number 3 on the wine coolers.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
And then finally we got Bellini's, Dark and Stormy, and an Old Fashioned. Got 2 states each. One of the states actually got a mocktail, and it is ironically the only state that actually researched a mocktail, the Shirley Temple.
Utah.
The state of Nevada.
Oh.
What?
All right.
When's the last time you guys had a Shirley Temple?
I've ordered them for my kids, and they love them.
They're great.
Are you asking me the last time
Yeah.
I had a Shirley Temple?
Man, gotta go back real quick. They were great.
You were not born yet. I guarantee you
That's
that. I mean, come on.
That's fair.
What is it, just 7-Up and grenadine?
Correct.
Like, why would I do that?
It also does mention there that if you throw a little bit of vodka in there, then it's a dirty Shirley.
That is wrong to me on many levels.
Yes, it is.
Dirty Shirley.
I was a kid.
Authorities in Florida are looking for a couple of joyriders, but you'll never guess what they took for a spin.
What did they take for a spin?
Tell you about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, my Cock headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We will take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?